Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Friday, August 16th, 2024. But before we check out the charts, I just want to ask you to please click like, share, subscribe, and check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos, just like the daily Tesla and daily NVIDIA reports, daily analysis in the SPY, daily analysis in the Triple Q, weekly analysis in the S&P 500 index, the NASDAQ 100 index, and Apple stock, as well as 2 individual stock picks a week that you never see on YouTube that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader out to the 3 to 5 month near-term investor, always looking for 20% moves or more on those underlying stocks. And you get to see all of this for free. We offer a 5-day free trial up front. So check out wickedstocks.com. Let's take a look at the charts. I'm going to jump to the buy signal that occurred Thursday's close above this descending two-third speed line today at 119.19. This is an area to buy if given the opportunity, because above which, as I've been saying, we are now anticipating the 152.56 rising channel top. I'd say by the end of September, I think is realistic. 119.19 has been a 1 to 2 week target anyway, following the settlement a little over a week ago above the descending one-third speed line that is now well below the market at 97.66. So having closed above 119.19, I see no convincing reason that you should aggressively play the short side on more than just kind of a single day at a time strategy. No weekly resistance levels that I can see that are worth selling on a weekly basis or a 2 to 3 week basis. Holding above 119.19, 152.56 remains a 3 to 5 week objective. That could stretch out longer because these two levels are sort of spreading apart. On the way up, we still have that former channel bottom at 125.68. We have that as a session containment level, 125.68. It did contain buying pressures. When we closed below it, a week later, we retraced back up to it, and then we collapsed. Might the same thing happen? That is obviously the question on everyone's mind, and I'm just going to go with the buy signal above 119.19. But certainly, the market could top out at 125.68 for the day, possibly into early next week, and fall back to the 119.19 speed line, which is dropping daily. We could trade inside this widening wedge into next week for the next 3 to 5 days, perhaps, although I do hold to the buy signal that occurred above 119.19, and I think this can just keep going into the 150s by the end of September. And so upside, if we close today above 125.68, if you're not long already 3 to 5 day swing traders, that is your next opportunity to go long to 135.58. And I will also say that if we close above 125.68, if you're not long already 3 to 5 week swing traders, that is your opportunity to go long to 152.56. So I think 125.68 still has meaning. I've just reduced it in light of the fact that we closed below on strength this 119.19 descending two-third speed line. And so, I think that kind of covers the upside. Closing above 125.68, no good reason to be short over the weekend. 135.58 then expected by the end of next week. That is the high settlement price on the daily chart that was put out, back in June, and it can contain daily buying pressures, possibly weekly buying pressures. And so I just don't want to encourage aggressive selling on the way up to this objective at 152.56. I would rather sell on weakness at this point in time, given the fresh buy signal that occurred above 119.19. And so on weakness could be just breaking or opening today back below 119.19. I don't have much to hang your hat on until we get into the low 110. So the way I'm framing this is we are bullish into September above 119.19, anticipating the 152.56 region as a 3 to 5 week objective. And yes, there is a case to be made that closing back below 119.19 is a sign of multi-week selling that could play out as we move, into September trade. But I'm not comfortable playing the short side on an overnight basis, on a multi-week basis, let's say, unless we were to close below this 110.66 newly formed rising channel bottom. And if we did, I would expect something along the lines of this, back into the mid 80s. Yes, we still have 97.40 and 95 even. We've tested that twice in the last few weeks, and I do think if we were to test it again, it is likely to give way to 86.04. So if we close below 110.66, it is reverse and goes short 3 to 5 week swing traders. This is probably more of a 2 to 3 week trade down to 86.04. We could bottom out on a monthly basis, but we're not there. In fact, we are above 119.19. So once again, holding above 119.19, we are bullish into September, expecting 152.56 over the next 3 to 5 weeks. And inversely, if we were to close below that 110.66 level, then we turn bearish into September, expecting 86.04 and dropping daily within 2 to 3 weeks. Inside of this is kind of a no man's land of trend identification. We could bottom out at 110.66 and then turn higher again. So, I'm just going to leave it at that. I think that's pretty much covers it for Friday's NVIDIA report. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. Take advantage of our 5-day free trial. I'll be back Sunday afternoon with Monday's NVIDIA report, and you have a great weekend.